America's firefighters, volunteer and career, put themselves on the line every day to protect our lives and protect our property. But the places these men and women call their home away from home may be just as hazardous as the calls they go on. A recent report from the National Fire Protection Association says that 43% of our nation's fire stations are at least 40 years old. What does that mean? Well, simply said, many of these facilities lack adequate space and accommodations for equipment and personnel. Here on the Iron Range of northeastern Minnesota, the Virginia Fire Department is based out of a building that is more than 100 years old. While the fire station has changed very little over the last century, the fire department has experienced dramatic change. The apparatus is larger, heavier, and more advanced. The fire hall has become crowded with little or no space for additional equipment. The apparatus floor must be shored up by additional beams in order to support the fire equipment. In this video, you can actually see the additional shoring and cribbing moving as the apparatus pull out of the fire station. The space is so limited that one fire engine is actually stored at another location on the other side of town. Another major change is that the Virginia Fire Department employs female firefighter paramedics, which wasn't the case when the fire hall was built. While some changes have been made to accommodate the women, the conditions are not very desirable. With the size of the crews ever increasing, living and dormitory spaces are extremely limited. Department personnel must eat in shifts because the kitchen area gets very crowded. Often, firefighters who are called back to staff the station really have no place to relax because of the lack of space. Since the Virginia Fire Department is a regional EMS and public safety provider which serves 640 square miles in over a dozen communities, it has become known as an area-wide training center. With a growing demand for classroom and hands-on training courses, the fire hall and surrounding space can no longer meet these needs. The 27 men and 5 women of the Virginia Fire Department continue to carry on a long and proud tradition of serving the community. Every year, these dedicated professionals give their time to such worthwhile organizations as the Muscular Dystrophy Association, Habitat for Humanity, Race for the Cure, Juvenile Diabetes Support, and the Humane Society. The Virginia Fire Department and its personnel now need a new facility, one that will serve the department and the area for many years to come. A facility that will meet the current and future changes coming forth in EMS and fire services. It's an expensive challenge, possibly $14 million if a public safety facility is built, which contains both an emergency operations center and a police facility. City and fire department leaders are looking at a variety of funding sources, but it will come down to the taxpayers and the Virginia City Council to make the final decisions. The future of public safety in this area will be up to the people who live and work here. The Virginia Fire Department, moving forward and moving into the future. A proud tradition of serving the region for over 125 years. The preceding has been a presentation of the Northland Firewire and Fire Rescue Communications of northeastern Minnesota.